Hey everybody, it's me again, Deja. Push the subscribe button and follow me, of course, on Instagram and Facebook, and if I have any room on Facebook, and Snapchat. Definitely Snapchat. So here we go with our story time of how I met my baby daddy. hmm I met my baby daddy when I was 18. I was still in high school. He wasn't in high school. How old is my baby daddy? See, I'm 27 now. He's 30, 31. So, yeah. So, I met him. I had just broken up with my high school sweetheart. And he was like kind of convenient for me at the time because I was trying to get over the high school sweetheart. So my cousins were like, "Hey, girl, let's go out," and my parents were strict. Like I couldn't do anything. Like curfew was 10:30. I wasn't allowed to go anywhere, do anything unless they knew the parents and where I was going if it was gonna be chaperones. That's how I grew up. Well, at this time, okay, I'm telling you, at this time, and I'm sorry I look like this, y'all. I look very comfy. I'm in my bed. I'm very comfy because it is cold as heck up in this house, and I don't feel like getting. You know what? I want to turn the air down, but then I get to sweat, so I ain't got time for that, right? So, and the video quality will be better next time, but right now it isn't. So, but anywho, so I met him um through a hard time. Now I can't see. Sorry, man. I met him through a hard time, and what was I about to say? Oh yeah. hmm So, um, sorry. I met him through a time I was going through something in my life, and I don't even know why we ended up. But long story short, met this car show called Slim and Jim, which I know I had no business being at, like no business. And my cousin was dating one of the friends. So he brought his crew down here, and which he's in jail for like murder now. So just tell you what kind of crew this was. Um, so we met them in Walmart parking lot, and I'll never forget that mine was the only one that had a car. And so they were like, talk to him because he got a car. And at the time, I didn't have a car, you know. So it's cool. It's like, talk to him because he got a car, you know. It's like, oh, he's in college. You don't got into issue because he got the whole, like little ID thing, parking lot thing in the mirror. So I'm like, okay. So, you know, he going to college. I'm going to college. Boom. Awesome. So one day, um, well, the same day, his friend was trying to talk to me at first. And we're gonna call him Stedman. And Stedman was like, "Well, let me get your number." And I was like, I wasn't trying to rock with him because he didn't have a car. So I'm like, I can't see you because I don't have a car, you know. So um, he was like, "Let me get your number." And I was like, "I don't have a number. I have a payphone." So we all get to giggling. He cussed me out, of course. I was like, kind of bees and hoes and sluts or whatever. So we ended up, I was talking to his friend. It's just my baby daddy. We're gonna call him, we're gonna call him Throw. Throw. Yeah, because he throwed. Anyway, um, so we ended up going back to my cousin's dad's house. And we lied said it was her sister's house. It was hilarious. So ended up going back and we ran. Like we actually ran there. Like I mean like we ran. Like I was sweating when they came, so I was a little musky, like a lot. It was disgusting. So they got there, and my cousin, she was so over it, so she invited her little boyfriend, which is now her. I don't think they got married yet. Either husband or baby daddy though. Well, the funny thing is, I I was talking to him, and I noticed that she was trying to talk to him, so I was like, nope, he's mine, he's taken. So going back home, and we're laying down, and we're just talking and kicking it. And he's like, "Do you have a boyfriend?" I'm like, "Yeah." He was like, "Well, call your boyfriend and tell him that y'all not together anymore." And I'm like, "What?" He was like, "Call him and tell him y'all not together anymore because you're with me." And I'm like, "Okay." So I'm like, "You got a girlfriend?" He was like, "No." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool." His ass was lying the whole time. But anyways, we'll get to that in another story. Like he was lying his ass off. Like this girl almost got it. But anyway, so they left at like, I mean, it was early in the morning. Like it was light outside when they left. Like it had to be around 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning. So they were like, we're gonna go. He was like, call me or text me. If you don't, then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna get you. And I was like, okay. So a week went by. No, I called him later that day. I didn't get anything back, I don't think. And then I remember I talked to him, and he was like acting like he didn't want to talk to me. He was being really rude and an asshole. And at the time, I just did not get it at all. So we're like still talking, right? And he's like still acting like an asshole. The second week, I'm like, you know what? It's over. Like I can't take this anymore. So he was like, okay, cool. Hang up in my face, right? So I could be like, he didn't want you from the get go. He showed it. And if you seen what he looked like, yeah, I'm just gonna leave that where it is. Anyway, so I'm getting ready to go to college. I'm getting ready for everything. So I think it's the same day or the next week, same week. We ended up talking again. I think I called him and I was like, I want to be with you. And he was like, no. And I was like, yes. And he was like, okay. Yeah, this is so embarrassing to hear this damn story. It really is. Anyway, so sorry, I had a message go across my screen. So, we're talking, we're together, you know, my cousin still talks to the other guy, and they come down here and they're driving and they meet us. Now, the first time I ever went to his house, he lives, okay, we live in the Nashville area. I'm not gonna tell you specific area, but I will tell you, it's so funny. So, I know that, this is hilarious. This is so embarrassing. So, sorry, I'm not looking at the camera, but anyway. So, anywho, so this mug comes with his cousin, right? His cousin name, we're gonna call him Booster. Okay, we call him Booster. Close to his real name. So this guy was like, my face is like so swollen. Oh my god. So this guy's like, you know, if your cousin's coming, then, you know, all this, that, and the third. So my cousin comes, we sneak out the house, out of her house, because I spent the night over her house. No, that actually wasn't the first incident. The first incident is when we went to Jimmy Floyd Center, and I asked him to come down here. He brings out his friends, and me and his friend get into it. Me and the oh, I forgot the guy's name now. Stedman. That's what I named him. And I was like, I asked you to come down here by yourself. Why did you bring everybody else? He was like, man, they kept begging me. They wanted to come. I know he was lying because he lied about everything. So they were like, we broke. We can't go in. I'm like, y'all ain't even got a measly $5 to get in. Like, you dead broke. So the way I said it, because me and my cousin, we just silly and we giggle. We was giggling a little too hard, I guess, and they felt some type of way. He cussed me out. Like, I'm just saying. So we get in the screaming match, and he's like, calling me bitches and shit. And his friend is like laughing, which is the baby daddy that wasn't the baby daddy at the time. And so he was like, put this in your mouth and see how you like it, right? So I said, what did I say to him? I said something to him to where he wants to choke me, okay? So they had to hold him back because he was wanting to choke me. I don't know. I was defending myself anyways. So the same thing happened to my cousin, and she's like, so funny. She's like, going through it with him or whatever, and her boyfriend, and he's like, put it in your mouth and see how you like it. She said, no, put it in your mama's mouth and see how she like it, right? Yeah, I almost died. Like, we still be laughing about that to this day. Like, we still be laughing about that, y'all. Y'all don't understand. So this mug sit here. I'm gonna tell you, this mug sit here, and he was like, hold my stuff. I'm finna go choke this bitch, right? She runs in the building. Okay, this girl run in the building away from him. So she's about to leave, right? So we just got done swimming, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go change. You gonna take me home? He was like, yeah. So when I go back in to get my clothes changed, and I come back out, he left me. He was nowhere to be found. He would not answer the phone or anything. So I ended up walking home, which I lived on the other side of town, which was a whole like 15 minutes. And it was like a 30-minute walk for me. Okay. Luckily, my brother was still there and he didn't have a ride either, so we both walked home. So, that was the first and the second incident. He ended up coming to my town and had his friend Booster. I mean his cousin Booster. So me and my cousin again, we jump in the car with them. They're like completely inebriated, like they're high, they're drunk, they're both. So we scared in the bad because first of all, we've never even had encounters with people like this. Okay, like hardly ever. So the funny thing is, we ended up going um back to where they live, which was like 30 minutes from here, and we went back to his mom's house. This dude tries to talk me out of my drawers. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, no. He's like, model your panties for me. I'm like, who says stuff like that? So then my cousin is mad, and it's so funny because um she said he had a wingworm. This mom said he had a wingworm. So she calling me. She like, it's some bull. I'm ready to go. He got a wingworm. It's disgusting. He told me kiss up on his neck. He got a wingworm on his neck. And she was so mad. She's so crazy, y'all. She crazy. And and to go back to when we first met them the first day, this same girl, like this same my cousin, her boyfriend, he was a big old dude. I mean big. He was like 6 foot something. He had to be, he was huge. And she comes, she whispers in my ear, she's like, I'm about to get some head. She's like, don't tell nobody. And then she come back, she's like, he in the floor talking about how you gonna let me text and not finish it. And he in the floor crying because it was horrible and I just want him to stop. Yeah, I died. Like, she crazy, y'all. She crazy. So, anywho, going back to the fun center incident. All that happened. Okay. Well, I'm with this dude for a minute. We talk. He come and visit me time to time. At this time, he's met my mom and dad. Okay, my dad was like, I don't want you talking to this dude. He don't seem right. I don't like him. You need to talk to somebody else. keep in mind, I did date a bunch of church kids and preacher sons. So, yeah. So, okay. At this time, like planning to go to college and, ready to go. And I got a service going on. It's about to happen at church, months down the line or whatever. So I had my little friends with me, my girls, my same clique that I always hung out with. And we hanging out every weekend. So I ended up finding out he cheated on me, right? Cheated on me with some Hispanic girl down here that was way younger than me, that was like my brother's age. Keep in mind he's like older than me. So yeah. And this girl's like 2 or 3 years younger than me. But anyways. So yeah. I was working at Rec Room Shoes, right? I'll get a text message. Me. I just want to let you know that um Maurice Millwood. That's what his. I mean, ooh, like y'all, I'm telling names and stuff. Okay, Milky Way. Okay, Milky Way. Me and Milky Way. Uh, we've been dating for 4 years, and um, I just want you to know that you're not the only one. Such and such. I mean, girl, she started off like it, but then she started going in on me. So I'm like, really? Yeah, I cannot deal. So I was upset that day. I was very upset. I was crying. I was upset. So when I came to him about it, he told me he don't know what I'm talking about. He don't know her. Classic, right? So I believe him like a dummy. So he comes down and we was on Facebook together. So everyone was like, oh, it's a movie. Haha, it's a movie. I'm like, okay, something's going on, whatever. So they come down, all of them come down, and he's in the backseat, he's talking to me. And one of the guys coughed up and said, "Oh, you messed up, so now you know what you gotta do." I'm like, "Gotta do what he's talking about." So he know he messed up. So he was trying everything to get back in my good graces. Well, one of my friends left us for a dick appointment. So we was stuck. Me and my other friend was stuck. And so her mom didn't let her get her car. So he ended up coming down and swooping us up and taking us back home. And from there, um, I was very skeptical about talking to him again because he had cheated on me. So I ended up calling my friend Switcher. That's what I'm gonna call him. He's like a rapper now, but Switcher. And we ended up talking or whatever, and he ended up finding out he was upset about it because he would blow my phone up. And me and this guy was really good friends in high school, and he's still cute, but you know. Anyways, yeah. So he got mad because the simple fact the guy had been blowing my phone up a couple weeks ago, and he had told him to stop calling me, and I'm hanging out with him. I mean, you cheated on me, so why not? You know. So me and the girl was going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. She was talking about she was gonna whoop me, she was gonna do this and that and the third to me. So I'm like, bring it, like. So finally, her little friend called and she was like, "Girl, y'all fighting over a dude that's doing both of y'all wrong, and both of y'all just need to leave him alone and really tell you the truth. This girl is scared of you. She don't want to fight you. Y'all just need to squash it and keep moving." So I'm like, you know what? You're right. So I left it alone. So me and him, I remember me and my girls and a couple of high school friends went downtown. We were going to eat at Nemesis. This is like a little bit after high school graduation. Nobody had seen each other for a few months. And he ended up coming down there. He was so drunk, y'all. He was drunk as hell. So he was like, Deja, please don't break up with me. Please don't. I love you. This, that, and the third. I want you to have my baby. This, that, and that, and the third. And I'm like, he was like, you want my credit card? What I gotta do? Like, I don't want you to go with your friends. I want you to be with me. I'm like, nah, because I came down here with my friends. I'm chilling with my friends. So he was like, you want me to pay for your meal? You want me to give you a credit card? I was like, nah, you good. So I can pay for my own. So he was like, well, I wish I could give it to you, but I'm about to go to the club. Yeah, that's all he did anyways, bed and drink. So I don't even know why the hell I was so interested in this. So he tried really hard to get me back. So I ended up going back like a dumbass. So, we end up together, you know, weeks and months go by, and we're good. Okay. And we ended up going to Walmart and seeing the same girl that he claimed that, he cheated on me with. And it was so funny because she didn't say anything. She just looked off, and we were holding hands and everything. But I could tell he felt a little guilty because he goes, "Oh," and then he lets go of my hand. I'm like, really? So, but I was actually pregnant at the time and didn't know. So, I ended up, I got sick. I got real sick, and I was like, man. I was like, I think you gave me something. Like, I think I got the stomach virus or something because he was sick too. And we're like, he kept throwing up and stuff. I kept throwing up. I don't know. I was like, you didn't give me stomach virus or something. He was like, no. He was like, you're pregnant. And I said, no, I'm not. Nah. Yeah, I can't believe I get pregnant, which I don't think I can the second time anyway. But he was like, no, you're pregnant. I'm like, nope. No, I'm not. He's like, yes, you are. So I'm just like, whatever. So weeks go by. I'm still sick. And I'm like, okay, this is not the deal. Not at all. I'm getting skinny. Mind you, I was already skinny. I was already like 130, 140, and I had got skinnier. And I ain't nothing but 5'3". I'm short. So, as you can tell, I don't have no neck. So, short. And I'm chubby right now, which I've lost like 20 pounds. But anyway, so yeah, so that's what happened. So, I found out I was pregnant because I went to the doctor and she was like, I was telling her the symptoms or whatever because I was having issues with my period, and they thought that's just what it was. And sorry, y'all. Oof, damn nuts. And ended up, and she was like, you're pregnant." I said, "You're lying." She was like, "No, you want to see the stick?" I said, "No." And she was like, "You're pregnant." So I just immediately started crying, y'all, because I know I'm going to hell, but I was like, y'all, my baby gonna be ugly. Oh my God, I don't want a baby by him. Like, my life is over. Kill me now. I was just thinking about all this stuff. I'm like, maybe I won't tell him, but he already knew because he know he did it on purpose, and he said he did it on purpose. And yeah, just like baby can't keep a man, baby can't keep a woman either. I'm just trying to. So, ended up, I text him that same moment, like maybe 2 seconds later, and I'm like, "Thank you. I'm pregnant." And he was like, "No way." And I was like, "I swear." And he was like, "Yay." And I'm like, "Really?" So I ended up telling my best friend, and she was like, "Oh my God, you're playing," because I like to play all day. But I was like, "No, bro." She was like, "Oh my God." So the funny thing is, around the time I was pregnant, all my friends were pregnant at the same time. So it was so funny. But I was the first one pregnant. So, oh my God, this is so crazy. So I ended up having to cancel everything at church. Was so embarrassing, y'all. It was so embarrassing. And then I ended up going back to school, but it was like a couple of years later, maybe like when my daughter was like 3 or 4. No, she was like 2. I said 2. She was like 2 years old. So yeah. So I ended up having this baby. First of all, the pregnancy was miserable because my mom is like psychopath. And she was. So she's calmed down a whole lot. But uh he had me so stressed out. Like he would tell me, "Stop this, stop that. You making the pregnancy as an excuse for the how you acting." And women that have babies, y'all know that your hormones are out of whack and you can't control how you feel. You can't control any like your emotions or whatever. You just can't. Like I would just sit there and bust out crying. Like you just can't help it. Like, and men don't understand that. They don't want to understand that. I don't understand that. Like the hell. So, anyways, we ended up having it out really bad while I was pregnant. And he would get mad at me because I didn't want to drive his mom's truck because I didn't want to wreck it. And so he tried to push me out the car. Um, he was very verbally abusive, and he ended up cheating on me while I was pregnant with this ugly Asian. Yeah, I have nothing against Asian people, but this girl's so damn ugly. Like, I've never seen an ugly Asian in my life besides her. She was like maybe 5 out of 1 I've seen. So yeah, she was cross-eyed too. But anyways, we're not gonna get into that. But yeah, she sent me a message on Facebook, honey, right after I had my baby in October. Well, I had her in August, but in October she was like, what, 3 months, 2 months? And she was like, why you think? Because he was like, I can't wait to be my family for the weekend. And I said, oh, I can't wait for you to be there either, baby. And so everybody got on and it was like, yeah, funny movie. I already knew some shit was going down. So she was like, why you think you the only one? No, she was like, I'm coming to you, woman to woman. Why you think you the only one? You ain't the only one. Why he don't be with you? He be with me. And this, that, and the third. We've been together for 4 months. And this, that, and I was pregnant by him. And I got an abortion because of him. And you ain't got no car. You ain't got this. You ain't got that. Yeah, he was going back telling people what I didn't have, what I did have, what I was telling all my business, y'all. I was just like, I ain't never met no man like this in my life. Yeah, he was off the chain, y'all. Off the chain. I put him on child support. No, I ain't put him on child support. Yes, I did put him on child support. My daddy kept itching for it. But like, I think if he would have did better with getting the baby things that she needed, I wouldn't have. But it was just a struggle to get him to do what he needed to do. And then the fact that his mama's another story. Like, we cool right now, y'all, but she is off the chain, y'all. Y'all know how some of these moms are with their sons, honey. It's like they almost married to their ass. Like, it's just some creepy ass shit. So she was like taking up for him even though he was wrong. Like, that's what's wrong with the world today. Like, be a father. Like, and that's the reason we not together now. Like, he wants to be together, but he not. But I'm in a whole nother relationship, wholeheartedly happy. Like, I'm so happy. He makes me happy. It's just right now we're in a good place, and he's like a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can sit down with him and talk to him. Like, I couldn't do that before. So it's a different thing for me, and I enjoy it. So it's just like you cannot talk to a man that has not been raised, because it's like you're having to raise this man, which is clearly impossible. It's impossible to raise a grown ass man, and I shouldn't have to. His mom and dad should have did that, but he's very immature. Baby daddy is so immature, y'all. Like, I know I done some immature stuff too, but he took it overboard, and I think my reaction of his whatever he did not help the situation. So yeah, but I told old girl, honey, I was like, girl, I was being crazy. I told I was gonna come down there with her, this, that, and the third, and her cousin or her friend. I think it was her friend's beautiful Asian girl. She inboxed me. She was like, yeah, she used to be my best friend, but she called the cops on me because I was trying to help her kids or something with her baby daddy or something. And she was like, even if you do beat her up, she's crazy. She's it's not gonna help, and she just be making up stuff. And she was never pregnant. I'm telling you, like, everybody's telling me all kind of crazy stuff about this girl. Like, I could not even deal. But yeah, that's the first part of my story time of baby daddy, and it gets juicier when I tell you. I'm talking about fights, mama, me fighting, honey, arguing back and forth, to me and him, knives and cars, honey, and ugly girlfriend jumping in, and yeah, I'm telling y'all, like, and I'm also talking about some other stuff like high school fights and just people trying to try your life, honey, try your life. They always want to try your life. Why people always want to do that? Like, I be minding my business, and people always want to bother me when I'm minding my business. You know what I'm saying? But I got a whole lot to tell y'all. Y'all got to engage, okay? Y'all got to hit that subscribe button. That's what y'all got to do. Y'all got to listen to these stories. Because I be bored and I don't be having nothing else to do. Y'all had to excuse, honey, this little phone camera because I need to get me another camera and I just ain't did it yet. And this is what I'm rolling with at the moment. This is what I'm rolling with at the moment, honey. So I know the scenery, I'm all up in your face, and y'all like my bed, yeah. My little canopy. Yes, honey. But I got to go, honey, cause the boyfriend be calling. If you don't answer his calls, honey, get emotional, honey. And we all get emotional, child. I know I'll be getting emotional. He don't answer them phone calls, but he texts me. And he texted me yesterday. He was like, "I'm busy, baby. I'm working." And I was still emotional, even though I know that he was working. You know what I'm saying? I just be, I don't know. I think I be just, he a hard worker. I give it to him. He a hard worker. But, honey, I be emotional. But you got to be an understanding girlfriend, honey, because you don't want no broke man. You don't want to be taking care of no man, honey. It's a joint partnership. So, I got to let him do what he got to do. So I'll see y'all next time. Peace.